So I will be showing you guys how to do knotless box braids. I have 3 different techniques. So for each technique, you have to separate the hair into 3 pieces. And with this first technique, you have to put 1 piece of hair between your pinky finger and go over top of your fingers and bring it through your pointer and your thumb. Then you start braiding. But the other piece of hair, make sure it's out the way. And once you get back to the other side that you started with, you put that piece of hair through your pointer and your ring finger, and then you continue to braid. I'm just going to take this one out and show you how to add in more hair. So we section it off and do 3 pieces again. So put 1 piece of hair between your pinky finger and then the other piece between your pointer and your thumb. So you do 1 pass over, then when you come back, you bring that piece of hair through your pointer and your thumb. Then before you continue braiding, you add another piece of hair as you did the first piece, and you just continue that way. You wrap the hair around and put it between your pointer and your thumb, and you just keep adding as much hair that you desire for whatever thickness you want your knotless braids to be. If you're doing medium, small, large, jumbo, whatever that is. So I'm just gonna braid this down a little bit, not all the way because I'm not obviously actually braiding someone's hair, but just so you guys can see what the braid looks like. And that is the first braid. That's technique number 1. Okay, so now I'm going to do the second technique, which this technique I use most of the time when I'm braiding hair. It depends what size as well. So you section it off with 3 pieces. Again, you would do that for all 3 techniques or when you're starting off a braid in general. So the difference with this one, you do not wrap it, you don't put it over top of your hand. You just put it straight through to your pointer and your thumb. And then you do 1 pass, and then you come back to the side you started with, and then you add in another piece of hair, your pointer and your thumb, and then you do the pass and come back, and then add in as much hair as you want to get the desired look that you want for whatever size knotless braids you are doing. So I found that this technique was easy, and when I'm doing small knotless braids, or like the beginning, like the edges, close to your edges or whatever, where they are smaller, or the top part of your hair, the last technique that I'm going to show you seemed to be easier. So this is the finished result of the second technique. Okay, now we can move on to the last technique. So we're just going to do it again and separate the hair. Sorry about the movement of the camera. Had to get a little closer to make sure you can see. So we're going to separate the hair again. And the way that we started off for the second technique, it's going to be the same way you start this third technique off. And you put it between your pointer and your thumb. And then once you do that first crossover pass, you will put hair on that side. So basically you're alternating sides and putting the hair in each time you go to the other side. Then you come back on this side, or the side you started with, and you add hair. And then you continue to add the hair until you have the thickness or however many pieces you plan on adding for whatever size knotless braids that you are doing. So I'm just going to braid this down a little bit so you can see this third technique, and they aren't super tight because this mannequin head was like moving all around. But yeah, so these are the 3 techniques that I have learned and that I actually do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. See ya.